Lock now on first down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Throwing again on second down. Lock. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Lock on the bootleg. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Lock throwing on target to Fant. 23 yards the pickup there.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Ready. 10-2 soft.
Pick it up. Pick it up.
Check 37. Topper. Hey. High 7. Ready.
Lock to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here in this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game?
At the 27-yard line.
You ready? 44, Mike, 44. I'll get him. 5.
On first down, Lock. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Here we go. 8-3. 56. Hey, Charlie. Let's go.
Into the red zone, it's Lock. This is caught. And snapped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Recon, 132-5, get it.
They'll try to run with Lindsay. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
At their own 25-yard line.
Mike. Ready. Go on.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
No. X3, 218, chopper. Check 26. Alert. Go.
On second down, Reese, only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the gun, Trubisky. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 23 yards the pickup there. Lock now. 8 of 8 throwing the football in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Off the bootleg. Lock. They'll let this go deep for Sutton. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now this time, Locke will throw. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Now this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find the matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
14. Nothing on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put him in command before. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Here's Locke. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The Chargers trot out their dime package, expecting a throw on third down. On third and long, it's Locke. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jonathan Allen in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be fourth down. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
And still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
Check 59.
Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. The They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Past the 20, 10, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Matt Breida, 79 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And, oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times up.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Noah Fant, 78 yards. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
The Charger drive about to get going. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Jones now off the bootleg. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now left side on the swing pass. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And they'll get him down here at the 23. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Ready up.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drives exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A big play there. 52 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front. McManus's point after is good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Breida, he'll try the right side. And some room to roam now. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Here's Jones on 1st and 10. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Another try after the first down sack. Jones, and the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it will wind up just being incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Block will try again on 2nd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Noah Fant with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point from McManus is good. And a route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy.
Jones hit and the ball's out. It's picked up by the Broncos. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Check 52.
Snap.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Locke. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Cortland Sutton, as the first half is winding down, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. McManus's point after is good, and the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. left side, and he's got a man. It's Black. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. The Charger drive about to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Mike's 50. Let's go.
Off play action. Jones. That'll be complete to Breida. Well, a pretty move couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. They only got a yard out of that last completion. And that makes this 2nd and 9. They run with Breida. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
Bring it. Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
Operating from the gun, Jones. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up 4th down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They're going to try and throw. Going for the deep ball. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position.
Check 56. All you get is a headache. All you get is a headache.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Here we go. Check nickel. He's coming.
Lock to throw on 2nd down. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off at the 24, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Brandon, these cornerbacks had their hands full all afternoon long, but they finally get a measure of revenge as he gets himself in a nice spot. He's able to get 2 hands on the football and pick it off.
Now Jones on 1st down. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
60 outlaw.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. On second and goal, Locke. Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. Cortland Sutton. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Give them 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down. Jones throwing on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've got nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. And it's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Got it.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Here we go. Set. 18 Gator.
First down, 56. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Ready.
56.
Topper. Get it.
On 2nd down now, it's Newman, and he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with 3rd and just a couple.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They look to throw. It's Locke, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Cortland Sutton saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game, as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point from McManus is good, and that will extend this big lead. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
McManus's point after is good, and the lead will swell by one more. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now a give coming right is Breida. And he's got some space here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
A gain of 16 yards.
Jones now on 1st and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.